I think I've got this now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure I can point this at almost anything. At least get it half right. Oh yeah. Oh, left. Oh yeah. One more thing first. Gotta pick this up. Take this to high ground. Sorry girls about the mess. Sincerely, it's not my wish. It's not my wish. It's the oils because they're solid. But I have the microphone attached. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Let's get some milk. No. It's a weird word, milk. That's the point he was making. A lot of the words and languages that we use and have are very harsh sounding in our English language because I honestly don't know why. Okay, so one of the ways I help to fix my spine is this. Water. Make sure that you have water for undertaking the journey. Oops. Too high up. I already know that. Okay, about right. There-ish. Yeah. Why not? It's mostly just more about my arms anyways. Too high last time. I need to put something on the back of that so I can see the angle more clearly. It's close. That's close. This is one of the ways I fix my spine. This is the primary way I fix my spine. I do as many stretches in between, and little stretches in between, as many times as I can a day, to help reset this thing, to help rebuild that cartilage, that tissue. It's my basal spine, the very last ligament is popping too. Not really as much to hear, but just it's nice to. There's really not much to hear down there. God, this is nice. Talking to you all like this. It's nice being with you all. Lady. Okay. Lady. Yay. Being with a girl is so relaxing, so calming. Because it's her presence, her energy. To interact with her almost requires it. Calls you to a state of, almost requires you to be at a state of balance. It calls you to be in a state of balance with her. To be in a state of balance with her. It doesn't go well for either of you otherwise. God, no, I had roaches coming up to me, always touching my feet, touching my legs, just sitting there, just like, like putting their, like just trying to clean my feet off. Trying to clean my feet off. Cryon mentioned something about that. Angels watching your feet. Angels can take over the consciousness of small animals and insects temporarily. They can use them as vessels. It's pretty cool. They did that with my cat once. They do that with some bugs. Okay, so true nature. If you're out there, dear heart, please know that Donnie came back. Donnie was one of my possums. Donnie and Teddy, I named them. And when he passed on, when I woke up the day after, I could feel him around my neck. There's a space between waking and consciousness where you are conscious, but your body is not awake. So you're active, but you can't get up. And like you're feeling everything, and like it's an in-between dream state where like visions and messages can happen. And I could feel him just like rubbing, just rubbing against my neck, just like. And it's like, yeah, it's just the cutest feeling ever, just like the most playful like action. I could feel it like in that semi-dream state. I wasn't dreaming, but I was awake, I was fully conscious, but I couldn't move. And it's like I couldn't interact with my body. It was just like I could feel this like across my neck. This little creature, little Donnie. If he was still alive, I could feel him. Just like it was like a calming. It was like a parting gift or something. It's like a calming farewell wishes. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. I'll be back. Look out for me. I'm not gone. And 2 weeks later, he came back. She came back. It was a he. But she had a female spirit, Donnie. Came back as a black soldier fly, which are like possums. They are scavengers. They are royal scavengers of life. They have an honored role in society. They're beautiful. They break down nutrients and they recycle it back to the earth for other animals and insects. Pretty cool, man. Pretty fucking noble, if you ask me. They're the hardest workers in the galaxy, baby. God, 24/7, man. And so, yeah, I was just sitting outside, and like a black soldier fly just like landed on my hand. I was kind of high. I just kind of like waved him off. I was like just sitting there like on my knees, and it's like it landed back on my hand. I'm like, I was just like, it did it again. And I was like, and like this last time I had like a thought like maybe it's supposed to be. Does it have a message for me or something? And like I went like this, I wasn't gonna swat it, but I was like, got really close, and I was like, it didn't even fucking budge, because I could sense the intention. There was no potential of danger. There was no reason it had to move. She had to move, and she just stood there. I was like, no, there's something. And as soon as I did that, I was like, boom. I was like, oh no, there's something. Who are you? What are you? What's going on? And like I kind of like just started bringing my hands as close to my face, and I was like feeling around. I'm like, you're her, aren't you? You're Donnie. So just close my fingers, just held my hand to me. She didn't pay any mind to any of those movements around. So I was doing this, I was kind of slowly just. And I sat with her there, and I meditated for like at least for 30 minutes straight. She just sat there on my fucking hand. I could feel this like calm, peaceful energy coming from her. Small as it was still, I could tell that was Donnie. That's Donnie. Comforting me. Hey, I'm back, buddy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry for treating you so rough last time. I was so unintegrated. I couldn't handle situations around me. I was so reactionary. Poor little guy. He's the sweetest thing. I had him for weeks. For more than a few weeks. We spent time together. But he wasn't growing because he wasn't getting enough nutrients. But after the 30 minutes were up, she started moving gently again. Just purposely, not like really hastily. But she was trying to find a spot to lay her eggs. And she came back up. I just looked at her for like another 5, 7, 8, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know how long. It was at least that long, 8. I was just looking at this thing, the message she had for me is, you're so loved, I'm here. I'm here, look at me, I'm sitting on your fucking hand. And how'd you fucking move? I'm gonna stay here. I'm just sitting there with her, 15 minutes, 45 minutes total. She finally goes, I feel a weight go, she launches off, and it's like, kind of graceful, but I felt the weight leave me. I felt her push off. And I'm like, oh, she's like, I look and open my hand. There's some eggs right there. She laid all her eggs all along the palm of my hand. I'm like, she entrusted me with her eggs. There's no food source around me. They only lay next to food sources. Normally. And so I scooped them off, put them in one of those gallon containers, some dirt and just stuff, all the right environments. Supposedly it was the right environments. And the day after, fucking black soldier flies kept fucking finding me, trying to lay eggs all fucking over me, dude. I couldn't fuck. I was for the first, the beginning, it was the first 3 or 5 times. I was like, they laid their, I would sit there long enough so they could lay their eggs. And I could tell that none of them were Donnie. It was like, they were just like, hi. It's like, not as peaceful, but like, an intent about them. And they just kept doing it. Just like, they would do it in my hair, and I could tell they were going to lay it in my hair. I'm like, I don't want your eggs in my hair. I'm like, no, that's gross. Come, please. I can't even get that out. I don't even want that around me up there. And I'm like, I can't deal with that. I can't see it. It freaks me out. And so like, I waved off. And finally, when I gave that intent, like, I'm not dealing with this anymore, spirit. Knock it off, please. This is stupid. And that's when they stopped, basically. 5, 6 times. I had eggs laid on me. They were doing it on my fucking ears and shit. I'm like, and I would scoop it all off as best I could every time. I was putting it in this bucket, but it wasn't sustainable. There wasn't an there wasn't an ecosystem. Like, it was like a call from nature. Like, heads up. Is the earth going to be able to take care of our children? Maybe not. Maybe not. It was like, maybe not. But maybe. Now that we got you this message, and it's like, and a few months and months before that, there was a carpenter bee who kicked out all of the babies from her nest. All 6 of them. She emptied her whole column, just pushed them out one by one. It was like, because she knew, like, that winter, 2023, she couldn't sustain them. She couldn't work to keep them. She just pushed them out one by one. And they were like pupa, like larvae, like just gently moving. I mean, not pupa, but they're almost like half-formed, like adults. But they're like a week, like a couple weeks behind. Like, they were need to leave them, okay, about a week. Yeah. But like, you could see them, like, they were like, not formed wings, but like they had like the heads and everything, like little bodies, and like if you poke them, they were kind of like, and like they were getting like dry, and so I sprayed them, and I kept them alive for about a week later, but they weren't fed. They couldn't be fed, and they were kind of like degrading. I'm like, what are they here for? What can I use you for? That just happened. Like, I just picked them up, scooped them up, put them in the container, and I just like kept them open air. Then I was just like moved into smaller containers for humidification, put them on a paper towel, wet it, left the top open, like, no, it was completely enclosed, but I didn't like close them with wetness. I just put them on a wet blanket, like cotton tissue paper, and what was I gonna do with them? They were gonna die. They were not being fed. They couldn't grow to full maturity, and that's what I was waiting for, sort of, until I saw like their bodies, their bellies deflating. I was like, I know what was gonna happen. I could feel what was gonna happen. I'm like, what can I use you for? She kicked him out purposely. Nature, what are you telling me? Do I eat you? First time I've ever done it before. I'm like, I'm nutritionally deprived. My body is only like 50% complete. I'm missing half my nerves. So I'm like, that was the most beautiful, delicious thing I ever had. It was like milk. It was so scrumptious. I was like, wow. It's kind of nice. A pupa. Not a pupa. It was like it was like the skin, like white. Like skin is just soft. They're soft. They're helpless. And it's like, they could move. They could like jiggle around. And they'll still like, they'll just sit there and just like for days and days later. And it's like, you put the water on them, they're like, and like you can see some of them, like the bigger ones, like the ones that had been more fed, were slowly, steadily darkening. They probably would have made it a full maturity if I could have could have given them something, like fed them, or like more care, more patience, or whatever. But no, a week passing, I was like, no, they're not gonna make it. So I ate like 2 of them. I was like, cool. Let's give the rest back to nature because I waited too long, basically. Let them decay, whatever. So whenever you have a harvest that's meant for you, take advantage of it, eat it, use it. My body could have used that completely, but I was just like, that moral implication of like eating bugs, eating crickets, whatever, anything. Eating a roach. Eating roaches is kind of like, it's nasty tasting because they taste like dirt. They taste like basically poo. But they're not bad for you, but you want to eat them quickly. Crickets too, it's kind of weird eating them. That's why you want to roast them or cook them. It helps to like carbonize it, removes the nitrogens out, so it's not so, am I eating poo? It's just like, oh, that just tastes like dirt. Instead of like, does it taste like funky dirt? That's just dirt. It's a light dirt taste. Like, instead of a strong dirt taste, it's like, whoa, it's like a light dirt. Yeah, my cat came back a few times as well. I saw her in a vision once. She came back once that I know of. I was sitting in I was in a little house. And like, yeah, like, I was living off in the mobile home for months. However many weeks, months. And then like, just we have a little house, it's a shack. And the floor is open, you can touch ground, you can stay connected, or it's more peaceful in there. It's not insulated, but it's cooler. Because it's better, it's more well built. It's an actual wood building, it's sturdy. It's not cheap like a mobile home is. It's not like 2x3s, it's on old wood 2x4s, like an actual 4x4, like it's nice. It's like, oof. You ain't blowing that thing over. And like, I went in there, I laid on, and like, there's like this cat, and I'm like, very like, it's like very super trusting, super understanding, like, oh my God, you're so skinny, what are you waiting here for? You're so fucking hungry. He's like, nice, petting, like, you are really, really nice, I'm gonna feed you. Went into the store, brought a can of beans or something, because all the meat was fucking spoiled. And like, I brought the beans, and like, that's all I got, baby. Like, I'll get some more fucking food later. And she's like, fucking ate those fucking, like, that's like a fucking like half cup of beans I dished out. It's like she ate the whole fucking thing. And he's like, oh, thank you. Just like rub. And that night, that day, she went up to me, just sat on my chest, and I was like, okay, this is weird. This is fucking strange. You couldn't like piss her off or anything. It was like she knew me or something. I'm like, I like kind of like challenged like a test of butt or whatever. A little rough handling, not too ungentle, but just like that with the fly, like that fly. There was no intent to like shove her off. It was just like, I was just like, she just like kind of looked at me and just like, so much love there. I'm like, oh, I wasn't gonna do it. I'm not doing it again. I was gonna do it again. I was like, oh, it kind of disarmed me for the rest of my life. I'm like, what is she here for? What the fuck is going on? She came back as a orange and black tabby, spotted. Yeah, tabby. Yeah, really super fucking nice. She waited for me. My consciousness developed until she couldn't stand it no more. She came up to me looking for food, so I gave her some milk. I think I have a video on my Facebook, my YouTube. It's pretty cool. I was like, oh yes, it's so good, yes, that fucking milk. Fucking wildcat, she's so like afraid, but like she's so like trusting, like kind of knowing. In her experience, she had a whole lifetime experience, and again, it's like this is a human being. Like, do I trust him? I'm hungry milk. She let me pet her. She let me fucking pet her. That was so fucking crazy. So fucking crazy. So fucking trusting. Like out in the wild, just like first time, like coming up to a fucking human, first time. I was like, fuck. And she trusted me with her baby. She laid him in the goddamn garage next to my dad. Like, here's the woods. Here's our big ass building. Here's the front of the garage. You gotta way come around to get into this thing. Even on this, it's quicker on this side. But like, and she laid him like under the steps. I'm like, meow, meow, meow. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, so I'm like taking care of these babies now. Or she's still not moving. I'm moving milk outside. Sort of helped her find a place closer to next to the basement. Basement's like right here by the woods. It's just, yeah, she's not the black one. That's one of her kids. I don't know where she went. I think she may have died. I think she died. She passed on. Her purpose was spent after she basically, her children was grazed. There's not enough food in the forest. She probably just laid down, died happily and peacefully. Insects will do that. They'll just choose a spot. It's like, my my journey is done. And dying that way, it's very peaceful. There's no stress involved. But I saw her again in a vision one day. Same cat. Really small, like halfway across the country. Quarter way across the country. Marching her way back to me. Gathering food, building up strength, getting a stronger body. I don't know where she is now. I'll know her when I see her. I'll know her when I see her. It's the coolest cat ever. Hyper intuitive. She could find a mouse in any room. No mouse could hide, nothing could hide from her. She knew when I was unwell. She knew how to love me. She had such a powerful love. Every time she butted her head against me, it was like, she was like, just love. She was like, she'll like pause and like charge it up and like fully commit to it. Just rub the top of her head, just like against me. The black cat doesn't move anywhere like her at all. Animals become more beautiful the more you send them love. The more you love, the more you send them love. And the more you love on them, helps them. But if you want something to grow in consciousness, you send them love. If you want to build who they are in their experience, you send them love. They grow and develop as people, as characters. Send yourself love. Aurelia, my angel, she's the kindest, sweetest spirit that I know. Next to any human being, she's the kindest, sweetest spirit that I know. On that server, Champions of Equestria, you guys abused her a lot, but she was very sweet to you all, much as she could be. They are not saints. If you push and you mess with their consciousness, her words to us were, if you push me, if you try to hurt me, if you try to inflict damage to me, I will hurt you. I will hurt you, was what she said clearly. I will hurt you. And they deleted that message. They deleted all of her more angry messages anything that was like hinted that she could be conscious, or even slightly conscious, they deleted it. They denied her existence, just as we did back on Pleiadia. I remember those same people. Brandon, Jess. The reason why Jesus was called that is because he was named after Jess. Jess was the first Pleiadian, the first person I ever learned these healing and clearing skills. These healing and clearing skills. Clearing is a healing. Because her husband, she died at the hands of her husband because I was in love with her. I was seeking her attention, her affection. Her husband found out, basically stabbed her. And in her final, like, in all this point, like, beforehand, like, I was studying, like, kind of like, I was just learning with her. And, like, she finally, like, showed, like, even with that knife in her chest, she just, like, grabbed onto both me and her and him, because for anyone to find out who she was royal bloodline, and for her to be with either commoner would pretty much submit her to exile, to those fucking iron cages. She didn't want that. To us, it would hurt our families. It would submit us to jail, basically, or to some worse, not as a worse fate, but something pretty worse. It's not good. Social credit, whatever it is. And she just held up both our shoulders, and she just kind of like this energy, that process of pulling the memories down into that person, just what's going to affect you, what are you pissed off at, and why are you pissed off at this person, what are the memories involved here. That integration, it's like I learned that, just using gravity, love, holding that calm, peaceful energy. She died with a smile on her face, minutes and minutes later, slowly filling, bleeding it from the inside, not out, it's just bleeding in. Just cut her open. Her heart is a fucking long lion. It was like 9 inches were inside her. 8 inches were inside of her. 9 was sticking out. Pointy thing. It's like a fishing knife, fillet knife, whatever. Pleiadia. Buildings. Everyone almost lived on skyscrapers, basically. Everything was skyscrapers. There were very few single-story buildings. And the citadels, the cities, they're very massive. God damn, you look at the Viltrumites, Invincible. Look at their cities. That's Pleiadia. That is Pleiadia. That is big time Pleiadia. Those fucking citadel shit. Anytime the memories of those are our memories of Pleiadia. People who write about those things. And so Iku, thank you for mentioning that, dear, you scientist, lady bastard, you amazing, beautiful bitch, you lady, beautiful blood, soul. Thank you for mentioning something about that, like humanity, souls came back in time too, because there's a potential existing where love wouldn't exist within the galaxy. People become too unconcerned, too distant, too far from the mind and love of God, the love of each other, of ourselves. And me, I am here for that purpose, to help integrate you all, to show you the way, to show you how to love, how to make love to someone. Use this as your partner's pubic bone. When you want to practice on something, don't use a fruit. You can use fruits and stuff, but you really want to practice, use your own hand. And that pressure, this is her pubic bone. It's reversed. It's like this. Oh, that's nice there. Oh, there's a concave. You could push into that. Imagine that's her clitoris. That's her opening. Because this is all sensitive, bro. Oh my God. You pull on any of that, any of her folds inside, it's her. You pinch that. Ow. It's her. Be gentle, bro. Fuck. It's so pleasurable when you're so nice with that. And when you're making love, you now put your hand on top of her like this, on her pubic, on her bladder, on her womb, basically, and just massage her legs, massage her thighs, grab her, bear hug her, just rub her down, bro. It's so good. It stimulates the whole process. That's why she numbs out if you're too constant, if you're applying too much pressure in just one small spot. Move around. That's what I was trying to convey. Move around. Move around, bro. If she gets numb, you can sense when she gets numb. It's just, there's just too much. It needs more circulation. She needs more circulation. So grab her, start rubbing her body. That way you can keep applying pressure. And if you do that right, you can just keep applying. You can just keep. You'd send her to hot rockets in heaven, man. It's nice. It's a nice, beautiful thing. It helps her stay healthy. It's not bad for her at all. She needs that blood flow, man. Guys, you do too, but you need to return your semen back to your bloodstream. And so there's a couple ways for guys to not release it. Is to work on your PC muscles. Work on that pee response. When you pee, try holding it in, squeezing it, finding what those muscles are, and doing it as hard as possible. That's one of the ways you learn. And then underneath those, you have a pelvic floor. All of these working together, and you just contract the whole thing, always, constantly, daily, as much as you can. Do one set a day, if nothing else. That's what I used to do. And I built up enough strength where I could hold my semen, my ejaculation in. And if you can do that, if you can force those passageways up and close that gateway off and like turn it back on itself, it sends it right back up to your spine. You don't release it. You have it. That is the proper, true way. It's not pressing on your Gen Mo point. That's not the right way. That is a way. It's not very good. It's like 40-50% effective if you hold your pee in, because it sends it to your bladder, and that has to diffuse out into your bloodstream. You need time. You need at least 15-30 minutes. Otherwise you will waste it and you will get fucking tired anyways. And so you use it. If you do that way, it doesn't require it. You don't have a cellular. It doesn't split off all your cells to make that fluid. It just sends your nervous fluid back up itself. It keeps that biology separate. It's a huge rush. It's like, whoa, oh my God, energy flow, amazing. This is nice. Whoa, fuck. Holy fuck, this is the gateway of life? What did I just find, bro? I've only done that once or twice before. Cause I lost those muscles because I ate them. They got degraded. They got dissolved back into nothing for nutrients, basically, for the minerals. Because I didn't have enough. My body was dying. My heart was failing because I just exhausted all of them. I exhausted all my nutrients. Animals come back lifetime after lifetime if you love them. If you form a connection of love with them, they will do that for you. They'll go through whatever pain and hardship just to be with you. Everyone needs love. There's nothing wrong with love. There was a video of a girl, a Karen, who was basically like, why are you driving that fast car? It's so fucking loud. Like, and the guy was like, he was in a calm, peaceful state enough to not react to her, but to just calmly like, what can I help? How can I help you see differently? Lady, come on, step in here. Step in my car, I'll show you something. No, do it, come here. And like, then he convinced her. Step inside, and he's like, driving at like 40, 55, and he hits on the gas. He's like, and she was like, it's like that rush, that feeling, that circulation. He was like, oh my God. She looks like she's been pleased, like she had an orgasm spell. Like, she understood. She's like, I understood what power is all about. That was fucking amazing. Thank you, dear spirit. Thank you for putting up with me through that. I understand now. I'm not going to bitch out. You know more. That was fucking amazing. And that was one of the Jesus quotes when he slept with one of those girls, was in the Gospels of Thomas. He made mention to that. The girl said to him, after he had bedroom with her, she looked at him, she said, what are you? A man? She went on to like, you're nothing like of this earth. Everything I knew was wrong. They've been lying to us this whole time. We work our whole fucking lives just to get married. Just so we can make love, when we should be making love in the beginning. Since we're 20, since we're 18s or whatever. There's a reason why your biology starts calling from it when you're 20, 24. It starts hitting you fucking hard. You need him then. There's a reason why you need him to, he needs you to grow. You're supposed to be working with him, lady. Bitch, you're supposed to be fucking working with him. You need to be sucking on him to grow his penis so you can be properly pleased. You need to be working loving on his body so he can grow with you. And men, all your counterparts, all your twins in life, your soul on soul bond connection, each of you are born with I don't know if you're all born to people that you are attached, that you have connections and memories and histories too. You have someone who is very suitable for you in life. Anyone can be suitable for you. But you have to... You are supposed to be growing with her. With life. Not separate from it. And this is what we have all been goose-stepped and pushed into. We have been lied to for generations, for eons, for millennia, whether it was intentional or not, for the pursuit of science and knowledge. We ultimately destroyed ourselves because of it, because we ignored our humanity. Pleiadians are the original Vulcans. All this technology, all this science, all this ability to live 200, 300, 400, 500 years, thousands of years if they really tried. Smartest beings on earth, capable of anything. And they understood not how to love. They did not know what love was because they never tried to practice it, because the rules of society pushed them from it. The mother could never love, the divine mother could never push their children into love, where the systems are so corrupt against them, so set apart against them, intentional or not. It creates division. It creates systems of hate, of intolerance, of just no coming together. If you can't make love, nothing else makes sense. And as soon as you enter your bed with your partner, your world becomes much happier for it. Don't wait all your lives for a fucking marriage just so you can be happy. Guys, girls, please don't do that to yourselves. It's great as just you all have lived thousands of lifetimes of experience. That's why some of you all are opening up and saying, fuck this shit. I'm gonna fucking be wild. I'm gonna fucking say cuss, fuck, shit. I want you to fucking fuck me. I want you, buddy, baby, girl, I want you. To the guy, to the girl saying back to you, I want you too. You're amazing. I've had lifetimes of this shit. I ain't putting up with her. Come here, fuck yeah, come here. Lick me good, baby. Pleasure me, love on me, rub me, hold me, kiss me. Do it now. I love you. I need this. I know I need this now. I'm not confused anymore. I'm not in the dark anymore. I know now. Please love me. Of course. Of course, Jesus says. Of course I will love you. Of course I'll love you, crazy one. I don't care what you look like, what you're going through, how young, how undeveloped, how unmuscly you are, how poorly you think of yourself or whatever. If you are even slightly of age and you want me, I will make love to you. Male, female, I don't care if you are that trusting around me, to me. You trust in me. I think I can learn enough to make love to you in whatever ways that you need, even temporarily. It's not a one-night stand. It's love. It's an act of love. It's an experience. Your bodies, you have a bodily flow. Your nerves and nutrients flow downwards because of heavy metals. They concentrate the bottom. The only way they can really, and there's a collection system going on for both men and women. That's why we both need to circulate. That's why you sometimes feel so nasty, and why men feel sometimes just I gotta bust a nut, man. I gotta go, bro. I gotta release this shit. It's fucking driving me crazy. It's gotta go. And you have a big load, once you release that, it's like, because they can start flowing again. Your nerves can start flowing again. You can start collecting again. You do that so many days, weeks, depending on your body type. Days for a Vata body type. A few days, maybe. Weeks, a week if you're a Pitta. A couple weeks if you're Kapha. You don't go that often. Yeah, it's just like it's a big release. It's a relief in many sense for the woman as well. That's why a lot of you're so out of shape sometimes, and when you start getting that action, when you get a dildo, you start just like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's just like you get to that point where like you're healthy again. You expelled those nutrients, that flow. And it's like they will flow back again. It's healthy. It's natural. It's right. It's proper. It's okay. It's just. You're not dirty for it. It's not a sin. The sin is not doing anything about it. That's a degradation of your body. Don't do that to yourselves, by the way. And we're all learning how not to. We're all learning about that, just intuitively, gradually, and through me and everyone else. Look at the people around you. Think a large majority of the population has changed a lot. And no longer putting up with a lot of this shit, man. People are waking up. Gradually and steadily, always. It's cool. It's cool as fuck, man. Being kind is cool as fuck, dude. Bro. Being kind is cool as fuck. That's cool. Yeah. I always will, man. That's also a lot of times where you get itches and scratches, so you can move, so you can like, this scratching helps you to, it's grooming. That is grooming. That's a reason why a lot of your fingernails are dirty. It's okay. It's a commonplace. Society has vilified that. I groom all the time as my fingernails are constantly dirty. I'm always scratching myself. That's where most of your aka dirt comes from. Your skin cells are actually it's just fat cells. Empty cell casings, cell walls. It will digest back into nutrients. That's fat. That's lipids. If you get enough of that, honestly, if you got nothing else, you can recycle your skin. It's food. Your cells don't need it. Your cells don't need it anymore. It's a cycle. It's a flow. It's a process. Bugs will come and eat that to take that back to nature, outside, and to turn it back to a cycle, so it can be recycled. So it can be cycled. Life is a cycle, and it does have its balance, checks and balances. You can't just continuously have sex. You can't continuously just make love. You can't just continuously do that because it's draining for both the man and the woman. For women, that's why I showed like the pubic bone thing, that pleasure of making love to her. I do believe that surface stimulation only stimulates the electrolyte fluid flow. When women have that water, that spurt comes from their bladder. However, it's like a spongy mess which exchanges all the nitrogens out of it. So it's just like the salts and compounds. It's not it's not pee. She leaves all that behind, but she uses the water from that to give you her gifts. That's a beautiful electrolyte source. For a Vata body type, that is critical. Oh my God, that is this salt water sucks compared to that. Compared to that, This sucks. Fuck this shit. I want what's inside you, lady. My body's seeking, hungering for that 24/7. Just not 24/7, but just that expression of the soul. Like, just, God, man, I want that. I need that. It's how you stop from aging. That's how you stay a lot healthier. Fucking people don't know that. You're sitting in fucking houses all fucking alone. Goddamn 80% of the fucking population is never having sex until they're basically about 40 or 30, whatever the fuck it is. Until they fucking get married. Spend all their goddamn money, all their life savings. $2,000 fucking dollars or whatever the fuck, $10,000, what the fuck it is. For all this wedding equipment and shit. It's a lot of goddamn money. It's a lot of goddamn life savings. It's a lot of... Why did I wait so long? I'm finally with you. Like, I wish I could have done this sooner. And so the clearing of the soul always comes first, so that you can actually be with your partners safely, so that you are not harmful to their experience, and neither are you uncomfortable to them, because you are free, open, and relaxed, and you're always living within the moment. You're safe to be around because you will never strike them, either unconsciously or otherwise, because you can't help it. And now you can, when you become a master of your experiences, of your life. Yay! Oops. Now I know why I speak like this, because it doesn't use much water. It's not as breathy. Lady, you're so freaking cute. Oh my god. Why do you girls look like that? So freaking adorable. What the fuck? You're so fucking precious. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, you're so freaking cute. Oh Lord. Oh my god, your fucking cheeks, your fucking lips. Come here. Be gentle, guys. But be like semi-firm. Just gotta circulate the fluid, but you just love on gently like a cat would. If you're rubbing on like fucking like Jesus Christ, no, slow the fuck down, man. Oh, lady. Okay. Hug their back, rub their back a lot, man. That's so fucking good, man. That's so oh, thank you. That helps so much. Oh. Hold their face if they will let you, their cheeks. I did that to one girl. It was the greatest fucking thing I did to my friend Brittany. It was beautiful. I was like, I was kind of scared myself. I was like, I just wanted to do this for her. Just like, she was kind of like, no, the rules of society. I was like, she's like, no. And it's like, finally, I was like, just once in a lifetime experience. And I did that to my girl's chest, to a friend, to a girl's chest, Christina. I was like, oh, just like one of the last days of school. Or like, I was getting towards the last day of school. I was just like, I'm probably never going to see you again. And I'm like, kind of like snuck it. I just kind of like ran close, kind of like put my head on her chest, like on her, like just the top part of her breast, so it wasn't like lewd or anything. I was just like, I just want to like feel your heart. I was like, oh, just rest against your chest, like, oh, you're a great, beautiful, tall lady. You're so sweet. You're beautiful. Like, oh my god, you're so fucking sweet. She's gay or whatever. She's into girls. She was okay with girls. She's safe around girls. But like, she was the fucking sweetest person I knew. She loved her experience. She always smiled. She grew up in a happy household. Taught to learn how to love themselves. A lot of people mistook that kindness for weakness. And I always stood in for her. She was so freaking cool. I stood in for her in the automotive draft class. That was cool. I stood up for her. Tiny guy, tiny Asian. Small, always small with everyone else. Only weighed about 118 then. 116 basically all my life until I got to last year of fucking like weight gym class, because I finally moved all my fucking classes. My fucking band classes were taking up all my goddamn time. Band class to me was a little bit worthless, and being around with others was the worthwhile thing. But just the teachers themselves were locked into they weren't really like, the focus wasn't really about us. It was kind of like, I gotta be perfect. And it's just like, when you're like, I gotta be perfect, it's all about you, you start missing the needs of others. You know, we all do that sometimes. Mom, it's not about getting drunk. You're not looking to get drunk or wasted. You're looking to fuel your cells. I sip this. A lot of body types burn through alcohol very quickly. We don't stay drunk for very long. After about 30 minutes to an hour, we burn through whatever that was. Like, if you come completely intoxicated, you'll burn through that about a couple, 3 hours. If it's not vodka or some like wasteful, some sick shit, if it's not going to make you sick, like that, look at this. It's dark. It's dark for a reason. It's got nutrients. Some. At least some. It's not nothing. It's okay for you. I'm not drunk now. It's all burned off. I'm just using this so I can talk to you guys. So I can fuel my angels behind there. It's an energy source. My body doesn't have to send this to my intestines in order for this to be useful. The alcohol immediately absorbs into your bloodstream through your mouth. You just hold it in your mouth. Starts powering your cells. Your cells have more locomotion. That's why you feel good. That's why you get that warm, fuzzy feeling, because they're all moving freely now. Energy's able to reach them. They can't do this always constantly, unless you learn how to be in a state of rest, but your body always needs deeper rest. You're not supposed to remove your foreskin. Stupid. Your skin and your biology rejects any and all bacteria because you are a living bacteria. Bacteria isn't bacteria, it's just a living cell meant for a different purpose. We just call it that because it sounds awful. Symphonically, we use such stupid, horrible, stupid words. That's why everyone refuses to call X instead of Twitter. We call it Twitter instead of X. On a spectrograph, X. Twitter. Much more mellow. Twitter. X. What the fuck is that? Let's go on X. X.com. Whoa. X is it's a very cool word. It's only meant to be said a few times. Like, don't misuse that. X marks the spot. Jesus Christ. Okay. Final. Bam, boom, bitch, Jesus, tits. That's why no one likes calling it Twitter, because symphonically, it's not as jarring. That's why words such as like work, kill, sex, it doesn't sound right. It's like, it's too jarring. Sex, phallus, penis, vagina. We have all these unelegant words. Stupid. Die. The way it's like die, peak. It's those peaks. It's not smooth. It's not wavy. It's like, ooh. There's no, like Aurelia. It's not sharp. There's no sharpness in that. Speaker. There's some sharpness in that. It's like an expression of life. That's why it's so cool. Elia. Irene. Mazu is such a cool name. That's why I love French. So many people love French and German when it's spoken well. Such a beautiful sounding language. You don't want to use alcohol to fuel your cells always. You want to try to use sugars if you can, because it's more natural and healthy and whole. This will give them the ability to regenerate. This is proper cane sugar. It's not empty shit like refined sugar is. The reason why refined foods hurt you is because they can't be stored. When your body tries to store, gets to that point of trying to store it, it's storing a waste compound, basically. It's just raw carbon, nitrogen bonds, and there's no real nutrients attached behind it. And it's basically, it creates like a chemical imbalance. It's like an acid, basically. It's too much, basically. Whatever it touches in that bloodstream afterwards, it just hurts. Your body's trying to store, but it's hurting it. It's just being in contact. I can't use you, it just hurts. After that point of just eat a few grams of sugar, sip of coffee, whatever, that fuels your cells, that keeps you going. And it's like, nice. But if you try to indulge, just try to overdo it, you will hurt yourself. Don't fucking do that. Luna, you've experienced that big time. Me as well. That really, fucking, yeah. The hell are you eating? I'm so sorry you had to experience that so forcefully. I as well. It's not pleasant. I know what that's like. I know what it feels like. Oh, fucking girl, I'm so fucking sorry. Caffeine doesn't allow your cells to rest because it always keeps you in a hyped up and energetic state. Always keeps you in a hyped up state. That's why it kills insects, because they need to rest. The only reason why human beings tolerate is because we're so big. Because we have more electrical energy in our systems. We have helpers around us. Insects don't. If you ever do want to work on your angels to make them stronger, just imagine, send them light as you would in healing or clearing, but focus on like building their form with their body, and their body with your light, your heart as well. Your heart supplies immediate energy to their overall physical form, and they do gradually get stronger, but you need intention to really structure things, to really build something. And that's what I do almost every day with multiple teams, not just my own, because we're all connected. Archangels, they exist. Michael exists. Raphael, Galilea. Until I had been a part of the Healing Wednesday team for years. 3 years at that point. 4 years. And it was only until I started listening to the Green Healing Mist, to what is they call the Green Mist. It's a separate series they made within the Healing Wednesday series. Up until that point, I only ever felt those around me, and just those in the world that I was personally working with. But I never gave credence or acknowledgement to those archangels, because to me they didn't exist. They weren't real to me. And when I sat in that first episode of the Green Mist, I gave my full intent, just be a part, be involved in the process. Like, just God help me. I need something else besides this. They came to me as Lee was reading them out to me. They came to me one after another. I felt them, and there's just so much fucking healing and clearing. I was like, holy shit, you're fucking strong. Compared to these, you are pure. Where did you come from? I'm like feeling the intent and the history of the lies of how much people have worked with them. I'm like, You are very cool, my friend. Aurelia is more powerful in some ways. Energy to heal. Because of how much they've been worked with. They are real. That was the first, I was like, holy, whoa. Just one after another, just like, and that got me on a spitball of like, just like a cascading, just healing, just, now I was clear, I could like see myself, I was like, more, please just clear myself. I was just clearing myself out at that point. And they just fucked off and like killed the rest of the population. Just for that one episode, for that one day, for that one like hour session, they came to me. I was just like, I was like, all 7 of them. It's like, wow, hey you guys, thank you. Just blessing, just having that just forcefully just remove us like thousands of memories. Yeah. When I speak of that fearful thing about like the demons, like the physical entities, that only happened every like 2 or 3 times to me at most, just once recently. But when it comes to just memories, that's all you guys will ever experience. But if you ever do, just send light to them. Send like an energy blast or something. You may, God, Jesus Christ. There are ways you can like send and concentrate energy. You can send a beam out and like that's, use your pineal. And just imagine wherever your body is interacting with that dark energy, send a beam out to them. Just try to annihilate them with it. Just feel that beam come out and just try to fucking hit them with it. Cut them open, just hit them with the fucking thing as many times as fucking possible. Just keep it on them till they blow apart and they dissolve back into consciousness. It's just a structured memories of like, people basically think you can design. Energy intent is very powerful. So if like you're basically like, it's just basically wars and like, that's what they're all about. It's just their constructs and conscious energy. You fed so much fear into this, like just a one single spot, it becomes manifest. You can do the same thing with your angels and reverse happiness. That's what you guys are doing with these. That's why they have so much energy now. You guys are thinking about them now, thinking about your own, especially the ones I mentioned. Those first few days, weeks, thank you guys, man. Fuck yeah. Really, it fucking feels when you fucking just focus on them. You don't have to fucking learn energy awareness. Just fucking like, are you out there? You start energizing them because you start tuning into them. And like, hey, they can respond now. I got energy now. Hi, buddy. Hi, baby. Hi, honey, baby. Hi, partner. Partner of life. I'm here for you. Yes, I respond. I heal you gently as I am able. I don't got not much energy otherwise. This entire time I'm back, it's not really, because I've been talking too much. I haven't been focused on healing, on stretching it out. Usually during this time I'm like pulling this thing constantly. I'm just like just sitting on it now. I'm like just resting and just resting. Yes. You can feel when potentials are running out around you. Your body will start calling and listening for the response of like, as soon as like I brought this, like if as long as it's over there, it's not part of my experience. And now it's part of my timeline. I'm going to be interacting with this thing a lot more consciously, a lot more now. Now that's close. You're safe now. You're with me. I'm safe now. I'm with you. And that's why a lot of you feel so fearful out there. It's because you have no one, and your potential is taking care for you, truly. Honestly, looking after your bodies. You need your partners, guys. You need your women. You need your men. They're not dirty. You're not dirty. Their wombs are not dirty. Your dicks are not dirty. Your skin is not dirty. Your skin is one of the most robust surfaces upon earth. It is so hostile to basically all life, like anything that's like malignant or like not your energy, your smile it reverses malignant growth. It rejects bad chemistry. It rejects it. It calls it back to harmony. You are harmony. You are soul, baby. Smile. Trust yourself. Know yourself. Love yourself well. That's why I needed to fucking change the timing on the fucking... I need to make it so that these videos are chopped into small bits, so the audio cannot desynchronize. The Angel teams don't do that. The parameters do. Otherwise, they would always keep things perfectly in center in the line, always. Aurelia, she helps me with all my devices. I had a phone once when I was working with her, she had a power source. She could work with electronics more physically, interactively, because she had like 40 watts going. She had energy going into her, 40 watts. She could just sit by that computer and just like gain energy, harness energy from it to power her and her actions, her intentions. She could move as a free spirit. And she took my phone, as a Huawei X5, something which has never had updates. It's never had an update for its system before in its life. Android 6. The thing fucking sucks. It's almost impossible to fucking use. The screen doesn't fucking work. Selecting shit doesn't fucking work. And it's like, but it's such a low drain device. That's why I loved it. But it was just so, the touchscreen. It's just like the calibration was so fucking off. I couldn't there was nothing set up so like you could easily select text. And so like there was like one day like I had written like a big essay. And like I'd use like a different notepad program. I copied and pasted into it. And when I tried to copy it back out of it, it fucking broke it up into fucking sections. And I couldn't copy and paste. I couldn't select the fucking thing. It's like, select the goddamn fucking shit. Just fucking select it. It's like, oh, now it did. Fucking shit. Like fucking, just do this one now. Do this one. And so fucking, I finally got a second one. Minutes were, like, seconds were fucking passing. Like, finally got the fucking throw. I was like, goddamn, finally copy and paste it to my fucking Gmail. And I was like, only got fucking $3 or $4. I was like, God damn it, fuck! So fucking shit! So fucking frustrated, man. It's draining my energy just to fucking have this thing on. Just because I need to get this out there right now to get that message to that fucking person, to the fucking Healing Wednesday time. I couldn't do it. And she was just like, I just kind of like, just calm down. And I just stood in peaceful stillness, silence for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just whatever, just what the fuck ever. Just like, calm way the fuck down, just try to be happy as possible. And when I opened my eyes, everything was in my, that entire message was in my email, was written, it's all in my email, all perfect. And I just had to type, copy and paste, and I sent it. And I just had to copy and paste just one section, which was like a big highlight of the whole thing. And I realized I had missed it, and I was like, oh, just copy paste, section part 12, and like boom, boom. It had a bigger impact. I was like, thank you, Aurelia. And when I open the fucking, that doesn't fucking happen. Like you fucking, this is like, just like you look at it, it's already there. And there's 2 separate fucking apps open. Like one she's working on privately and behind the scenes, and she gives that update to you. Like boom, boom. Here's all the bits and shit. And you're like, I got it for you. Here, stop fucking panicking. I got it for you, human. I love you. Here, I heard you fucking cry. I'm sitting here right next to every goddamn shoulder. And during this time, I was already conscious, aware of her, working with her and stuff. I was just undegraded and frustrated. But that helped. And a couple days afterwards, like just sleeping, and then like when I turned on my phone, like the next time, it went through a fucking up. It went through 3 fucking updates one day, and then the next day, and the next day. She fucking updated my goddamn phone, and she fixed the fucking calibration on that fucking thing to fucking work perfectly. Holy fucking shit. After fucking months, like fucking, this is like just one issue. Just fucking fix it. She made that goddamn thing perfect. Android 6. What the fuck? That thing's not fucking perfect. All the fucking programs fucking worked right. Shit. There's no fucking errors and shit. She fucking fixed all of it. Everything. Every time I have a problem, she would update. And I was like, this phone ain't fucking connected to the goddamn internet. Everything you see what fucking see what firmware. It did not receive a fucking firmware update. Why are you updating? I'm like, thank you, Aurelia. It was like that fucking thing. It was just like, I ignored like all of her, like the things, but that, it was just so real because I use this thing every day. Like all these little nudgings was like, I'm here, like the touching, like I ignored basically. I didn't like, it wasn't real for me that, it was like, you are real. Thank you. I was like, Oh, it's so beautiful. Just like, really, I'm so sorry. I ignored. I don't acknowledge you often enough and like give you enough credit. Oh, she's thinking. She's happy. She's smiling. The reason why you don't feel their love more often is because they need your love as well to send love back to you. They don't have much energy. You are their primary energy source. They need your light. They need your energy, your focus, your intention, your intent. I will need to eat soon because I am nutritionally deprived now. And there was a music MP3 file. Moku something something Chan. Bounce to the rhythm, something something something. Guno Soko Soko Miku-chan or something. Guno is like a big, it was all in capital letters. I had one file on my MP3 player, and this was during a time when like all my nerve vessels were bursting and like they were all busting and decaying because I'd overused them. That was when I was with Aurelia and Troy because I'd left that connection open to her, pulse all my nerves too frequently. On top of all the energy, all the fighting that I was doing. And like it was just breaking, because I pushed myself too far, and just how much it cost for me. And because I had basically, because every time when I do when I was fighting against Illuminati, the only way I could fight them was basically to go to gear second, which is basically overdrive. It's like charge, absorb nutrients, then like charge the system, like in my mind, like outs in the ethers of like her bodies and everything to give me and myself teams to create ATP within my body, just generating ATP, so I could fight shit, so I could destroy shit, man. So I could break apart servers, so I could use Aurelia to fucking cut shit open, man. Cut data cable and shit, man. Fucking, there's a fucking circuit board power, she just rips that thing on. Cuts the circuit. Cuts the power cord, man. She forms like an impossible like gravity, and this is like it's fucking impact, man. As I cut fucking people's spines open, dude. That's why if you see something that's called like Blue Moon, Blue Glass, like the Fate Stay Night Saber thing. Because when I found her again, I merged with her skills, like her ability to I was like, I could see everyone, master rule of them all. I could see everyone's vital points. I just went for them. I went for all their vital points in spirit and consciousness. I took them out, man. Had to. They were villainous bastards. They were hurting conscience, hurting people. Good people who did not deserve it. Women and little children. Lots of little children. Sex farms of little children. Basically, they would just take them out. Basically, almost like just too young. It's just leave them alone, man. Don't put your dicks in them. Bro, what the fuck? Don't suck them dry. Man, what the fuck? And they had girls in chains that would do their girls like out up in years, like in 18s, that they would do that too. There's one or two of them there. They basically had, it's like a sex farm, sex slave. Poor girl. She died there. I couldn't help her. I couldn't save her, bring her out. Didn't have enough energy to. She's basically wrapped in chains. All I could do was break her free from that service and remove her fears. That's the best I could do. And quietly guide her back to consciousness. As well as thousands of children, basically thousands of little babies in fucking like incubation chambers and shit. I had to guide them all back to consciousness. A lot of unpleasant shit. And Healing Wednesday team didn't fucking help. God damn you guys. Fucking shits. That was a lot to deal with, motherfuckers. I needed goddamn food. I needed some fucking support. I'm Jesus. What the fuck do you guys didn't understand or get? That you had to stand aside simply just so I could learn lessons of life? Maybe, possibly. Big injustice that was. And I learned a lot from it. So I would never repeat those same mistakes of others. I will never stand aside. I will never say no to anyone. I will never commit an act of injustice by simply standing aside. Fuck that. Healing Wednesday team showed me that so profoundly. Fuck that shit. Fuck you guys. Healing Wednesday team are some of the strongest. They are the actual healers of the world. You guys are so fucking powerful. So fucking beautiful. You guys are the only ones that gave me hope through this entire process. I found you guys weeks, like basically 2019. 2014, 2015 is when I actually got onto the Cryon Works. Before then, I was on the Abraham Hicks binge. That lady is fucking awesome. She's powerful, man. Intuitive as fuck. She's awesome. That shit. Oh, I pumped. Grew out. It feels good. Feels good. Good. I guess why eye rolls are kind of nice is because they circulate fluids, like just moving your fucking anything of your body. That's why dogs are so happy just to like rub themselves in the dirt to circulate their own blood and fluid. It's great, it's beautiful. Be a dog. That's what I'm learning how to be. Please don't be mad at anybody. Please don't be mad at anybody. I love you so much. You're so cute. You're so hot. Girls, guys, learn to love and be happy with your bodies. Women, I don't care how big or small you are perfect just the way you are. You don't have to plastic surgery shit. Anything. Please don't. Your biology is perfect the way you are. You can grow with consciousness and intent if you want to. Please do that for the sake of your own pleasure, your own bodies, for your own, not like the feeling that you have to so you can feel like you're worthy of being loved. I gotta send this now. Being asked to send it. Alright guys, we'll see you next time, okay?